Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to my live program known as Know Your Budgets. This program is every Monday, 3 p.m. West African time, and is powered by Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. And then today we are coming up with a very beautiful topic. Please, you can read on my screen to whom's accounts all the money that this EFCC have been recovering that has been going to. Say now which accounts all this money where EFCC don't recover since for this country, where they go. So today I have in the studio some guests, and I will be introducing them to all of you. Please feel free to send in your comments and share this video and comment and like. And if you can't be them, join them. If you can't be us, join us. Bring in topics. Let's be discussing here, and always come up here to watch our programs. Please let me introduce you to my first guest, Mr. Dollar. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you, Dollar. I'll introduce myself quickly. My passion is healthcare. I'm ex-army. I'm passionate about Nigeria, and I love Faith Yasa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I have a wife, by the way. I love her because
my second guest. My second guest is here too. I call her Area Mama. Her name is Edith Id, and she's also one of our broadcasters. Edith, welcome to my live show, ma.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, guys.
How are you today?
Yes. I am good, as you can see.
Okay. I don't know if my fourth guest can also enter the studio. Let me try. Good afternoon to you, Chief Benjamin Owecho.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
We thank God.
It's okay. Let's go straight to the point since time is not on our side. Okay. Today we are discussing about to whom's pockets are all the monies recovered by the EFCC going to. So I will first start with you, Dollar. Maybe you are so busy and you want to
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
happy to answer it. It might be a little bit, but yeah, just ask.
Okay, thank you so much. We have had some report from the Premium Time newspaper online that over the time, fast from 2020, January 2021, down to December, EFCC was able to recover about 152 billion naira. And so it gets Nigerian wondering where all the money have been recovered. Like the other time I talked about all the looted Abacha funds that have been recovered. What happened to the money? Where is the money? So in this case, we are also asking, we can read on all the newspaper headlines and even the story itself. But to be very honest, EFCC have not come up to told us that where have this money been going to. You have recovered monies in euros, in pounds, in dollars, and in South African rands. But they have not come out to tell us exactly what, where, and how this money have been spent, or where the money have been. Mr. Dollar, what will you tell or advise the EFCC or the Nigerian government to let Nigeria know, or what are the strategies you think EFCC should come up with to ensure that all monies that have been recovered are displayed for the Nigerians to know?
You know, the thing is, Faith, to be totally frank, it's about giving a memo to say, you know what, where our money there, return it now because we need it. Nigeria is in dire need of money and funds to do things. It's giving them a memo. Wherever the money, if it's Switzerland, usually what happens is they'll go and stash it away in Switzerland, this, that, the other. But we all know historically that this is where monies are stashed. If you hide it in Italy, you hide it in some sort of box, you give them a memo and say, you know what, Nigeria is going into a different dispensation and we need our money back. regardless
Yes.
where you stash it. It's as straightforward as that. And I know this is a lived experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dollar. Miss Edith, what can you tell us about this, or what do you know about this?
Thank you for bringing me on. Please, guys, before I go on, if you're not the one speaking, can you mute yourself? There's so much background noise. Just mute your your mic. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the monies are going into their personal pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Without mincing words, these monies are not being used. They use the name of we're going to do this, we're going to do that. They give it a title. But by the time they finally get these monies, we do not see any project that is being carried out. Either they carry out a substandard project or they don't do it at all. And there's no
Mm-hmm.
accountability, nobody to ask. So the money is going into private pockets.
Okay. Thank you so much. Chief Benjamin Owecho, please, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. It's a pleasure being here again. Nigeria is a magic country where snake can swallow money, monkeys can steal money. You will just steal money, money will have legs and walk away. That's where we found ourselves. If a fish want to get rotten, it gets rotten from the head because that's where all the intestines are. If those at the top cannot account for the money they get from NNPC and to ask those money recovered from EFCC and so on, I want to assure you that that money is just being reluted. It's being reluted. We're colonized, so that's what they call neo-colonialism. So that money for me is being reluted. And I believe that the monies are chilling out with some of these looters and their children abroad in their big, big houses and so many other things. But I want to assure you that those money, because of the way they came, most of their children, they are not living better. They are drug addicts and every other thing there you can think of. But the quite
Mm.
unfortunate thing is that money they are claiming, they make so much noise about this money. Yes, we see they have the capacity, the everything to do the job, but
Yes.
the atmosphere is not conducive enough. Because in Nigeria, there's a touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. There are some persons that are excluded from being investigated. There was at one point they say, I think one of the governors who decamp from PDP to APC, they say your sins are forgiven. So that is what we see. So if you are not within the good books of the leadership, you will be sure that those millions you stole or billions you stole will be they will come after you. But it's quite unfortunate that this money, if you check up till now, that money, if you check it and settle ASU issue, you discover that our children will be in the university. So Nigeria is just a comic state, and we are living in fantasy world. And I believe that that money from my own being reluctant. And then sometimes even those in the government they borrow from it. Because let me tell you how it operates. When that money is gotten, what they do mainly, they take it back to the central bank. Who gives order from the central bank to take money? Or some of them are kept there as exhibit, or some of them are kept in central bank for safekeeping. But the money
Yes.
they pinch it, either they pinch it or they readjust it, they reform it, or they give it a name to come out. It's just like when the dog goes in as bingo, it comes out as lucky from the room. That is what is happening to those money. It's quite unfortunate that it's happening within our generation where they have lost conscience and morale. Thank you very much.
You are welcome, sir. Thank you very much. You are doing well. But after all of this, when I was reading, doing my research, and I was reading through the newspaper, there was something that keep bothering me, and I think other Nigerians are also concerned about this. Now, EFCC was able to tell us how much they were able to recover. They told us how they recover about $360 million. They tell us how they recovered about 152 billion in naira. They also tell us how they are able to recover about 1.182 millions in Saudi. There's this Saudi Arabian currency, and so on and so forth. But I never see where they told us about an individual who looted this money. For instance, when Abacha looted fund was recovered, we were clearly told that so amount of money was recovered from Abacha looted funds. But in this case, I went on to read over and over and even go and research on other newspapers. They never told us about who and where the money was recovered from. So I keep wondering, and if anybody know about this, please send us comments about these questions we're about to ask. Is it a crime for EFCC to display a name of any individual, being it in a public sector or in a private sector, who misappropriate fund or loot fund, a public fund of this country outside this Nigeria? Dola, what can you tell us about it? That is it wrong for EFCC to display the names of those looting our public funds in our own country?
Unmute myself. The reality is this, the way it works is this. If you steal a kobo, a naira, a pound, a cent from the public funds, because you were entrusted with it, it means you can be named and called out. Because it's not your money. It's not your money. The FBI, just listen. Oh, Patrick, I've just got a call coming in. Patrick, how's it going? Yeah, not too bad. Just waiting to get action. What's going on?
Dola, are you there? Okay. I think Dola went up for something. Please, Era Mama, we're asking, is it wrong for EFCC to display the names of those looting our public funds?
No, my answer is a capital no, because in a same country, because Nigeria is not a same country. That place is a comic country. In a same country where the law exists, the law is supposed to be top, while every other citizen, it doesn't matter if you're a president, a governor, whatever, even if you have immunity, if you commit a crime, you do not have that immunity anymore. When you commit a crime, you are under the law. So the law is supposed to be above everybody, regardless of whose ox is gored. But in Nigeria, where we have a comic country that nothing works, they'll say if you loot money and you are in the position, you are in this top position, your name should not be mentioned. I've never seen something like that. This is new to me. This is alien to us. This is why they continue to commit this fraud, and no accountability, nobody to approach them, nobody to take them in and ask them questions. No. My answer is no. We are not above the law. No one is supposed to be above the law. If you have the mind to commit that kind of offense, you should also go under the law and be questioned. Yes.
Thank you so much. Chief Benjamin Owecho Obe, please, over to you, sir. We are asking, is it wrong for the EFCC to display the names of those
I would like to totally align myself with the area mama, like you called her. She has said it all. But I want to add that, number one, the law is being selective. You can see it when you steal 1,000 naira. You may be stoned to death or lynched, or tires will be put on your neck and you'll be burnt to ashes. Or you'll be taken to the prison indefinitely. You may not come out awaiting trial and so on. You will see somebody who will steal 10 billion, 90 billion. Before you know what is happening, they will even grant that person bail. Which means, yes, the law is there, but the law is for the selective people. And then when they steal this money, the senior lawyers, that is also an avenue for them where they make money and then live flamboyant life, the SAN. they turn the laws, they bulldoze the law, and then they follow the law to the latter. But it's
Mm,
unfortunate that those EFCC display mostly, if it's the Yahoo boys, they'll call their name even to his village or to their generation.
mm-hmm,
If it is those who steal maybe 1 million, 2 million, or what, they'll call it to their generation or to their roots. But when it gets to
mm.
some of these leaders, before you know, they even connive and then they grant them bail. It's quite unfortunate that the law, yes, the law exists.
Okay. Are you there, Chief Benjamin?
I agree. Of course, I agree with you.
You agree with
101%.
The law exists. The law is there. If you steal, you have to be taken in, you have to be questioned, you have to be done everything to you. But honestly, before they even move them from their house, the lawyers are already waiting there. They are rich people. They have the people to bring the bail. There are some persons who are in prison for stealing maybe 2, 3 thousand or even a cup of gari. Till today, they
Exactly.
are still awaiting result because there's nobody to pay the bail bond. They will tell you
yeah,
that the person must live in Tama, the person must be a level 12 or 15 officer. How many of those
yeah.
people have those kind of people? But these
Wow.
criminals, these criminal leaders, they already position people in those positions. So when they come, they can easily go for the bail bond. If you even give them 1 billion naira bail bond, they will pay, but they will bring somebody, a good shorty that will stand for them. So the law
Yes.
is there, but the law is it's unfortunate that it's for the rich or for the privileged.
Working
And
for the poor.
let me throw in this
Yes.
word. It's unfortunate that those that found themselves stealing this money, if you check their generations, they don't even have a name from a generation. Some of them were just
Yes.
poor, they had the opportunity of getting into power. Before you know, they go wag out and they are not getting normal again. And then they want to acquire money for their generations and so much generations. If other parents had left those things like that or acquired for their generation, will it get up to them? So they steal with
No.
impunity. They steal without
Mhm.
Yes.
conscience. They do these things because they have everything. They prepare every ground for themselves to get out of it. So I believe that what we need is a leader with conscience and with a passion who can come
Yes.
and then make a change. It's going to be a difficult thing, but it's still doable. So that's why we're advocating for sincere leaders, people who will come that will take the bulls by the horn. And that is why we are waiting by the grace of God. The new electoral system, yes, it's going to work, it's going to help. But yet we still need to open our eyes and shine our eyes because these are still the same people who have the money and they are ready to give people 20,000 to sell their vote. And the poor
Yes.
people that they've kept hungry for the period of 4 years, when they see 20,000 or 10,000 or 5,000, they jump at it,
Mm.
they even kill people so that they can survive. So what we need to do is to let people know that these people, it's not all about the money, but it's all about people with integrity. Until we bring in people with integrity, this 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 issue, this habit will not stop. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Faith, are you muted?
Faith, we are waiting for you.
I think her network is glitching. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or maybe,
before she comes on, thank you,
yeah.
brother, for brother Ewoche Obe, for that
Thank you.
light that you just shed on because Nigeria really is for two. Is the laws are for the law for the rich is different from the law for the poor. For 1,000 naira, they can maim you
Yeah,
and kill you. For 1,000 naira, if you steal plantain or
yes,
you steal bread, you can go to jail. But these people that are stealing billions and trillions of naira, nothing is done to them because then now them be oga. They are above the law. You
yeah,
can't mention names. You can't do this. You can't do that. Somebody will commit an offense and we offense with impunity, and they will just continue like that. Not nothing. They are walking freely
yeah,
on the street right now. So many of these our politicians are supposed to be in jail, behind bars. When I'm saying it, I don't mince words. Behind bars, but they are walking
yeah,
freely. Why those people who stole bread, maybe one bread, 200 naira bread, not even up to anything, or stole a phone, they are in jail, rotting. They are in jail there, nobody to bail them, nobody to speak up for them. So the law in Nigeria is for two people. You rightly said that. Thank you so much. It's for two people. So this is why we really have to wake up now. Whether they bring money or not, to just buttress the point that you made about the election rigging and all these malpractices. I am hoping that our youth, with the energy that they came out with right now, they're going to do something for us. They're going to, prove themselves, prove the outside world wrong, that they are not going to sell their vote again. Because all this while they've been selling their vote for 5,000, 10,000, how has it helped their lives? What is the standard of living? This is why sensitization is very crucial in this stage. Sensitization, please, Oga, if you are on ground, be doing your own sensitization. The money that they will give them does not amount to anything. After you cook soup, right now in Nigeria, do you live back home, sir, or you live abroad? Right now, 5,000 cannot cook. Maybe pot of soup that will last for one day, or 5,000 cannot cook it. So what are we talking about? For 4 years, are you going to just take 5,000 or 10,000? How much will it give to you? How will it improve your standard of living? How will it improve your life? So this is what we are saying. Sensitization is very, very crucial. I urge you people on ground. I'm doing my own over the phone. I urge you on ground to do your sensitization, especially to our remote areas. Our mama and papa, they don't even know the difference. They're so accustomed to the way of life they are living now, to the very harsh.
Yes. What is happening in Nigeria?
They are so accustomed to the ways they are living now. The under standard life they are living, they are so accustomed to it. So they don't even know the difference, that it's supposed to be better than that. That the standard of living is supposed to be, this is not the way they're supposed to be living. But because they are so used to it, even if you now tell them that something new is coming, they'll be a lot of sensitization. We need a lot of sensitization. We need to clear the heads of our papa and our mama in the remote, especially in the remote areas. Even I was hearing somebody the other day. Faith, are you back? I had to hold the place for you. I had to hold. Yeah, I know. I understand. Nigeria, this is where we're living. This is why we have to move the country forward. We need to set the ball rolling. It is not working. It is not working for the masses. It's not working for us. Yeah. So before you came, we were just reiterating on what we already said about sensitization and the others. Me and Chief Obe.
Yes. It's okay. Have we taken the comments?
Yeah, you can take. No, I haven't started. You can take the comment and
Okay.
We have so many comments.
I'm so sorry for the break in transmission. I'm back again. So before we go on, let's take the comments that we have here. This is Sarah Mama saying, hello, comrades. This is Osa Michael. Say hello, Faith. Hello,
that
Eddie.
Is my loving
hello
brother.
To you, Osa.
Yeah. Osa Michael is my very own.
Osa
my
Michael
blood.
is telling you.
Yes, my
Mama.
very own. That's my younger brother, my baby brother.
My comrade show. I am a guest. You are welcome, sir. So we have some comments here. I think
from Adesua. I want you to take Adesua's comment.
Yes. Wait, Adesua. Okay, Adesua said, absolutely agree with you, Area Mama. Nobody is above the law. Period. Yes. Thank you so much, Adesua. We appreciate it.
Yes.
So Adesua also said they have to be held accountable for their actions. I agree with you, Adesua. Yes, they have to be held accountable for their actions. And Osamaike said, only in Nigeria you have people that are above the law.
Exactly.
They float the law because there are clauses in their constitution that they somehow bypass and be granted bail. The rest will be history. That's very true.
You will just hear that. You will just hear 1 second. You will hear that. They arrested this big man, this big name. He committed a crime. After that, the whole thing will go on that carpet. You not go hear him again. Finish.
That is true. Then I see Osas Michael say it's fate in Nigeria because the network is bad at
Fate is in that.
not Nigeria again. Thank God say
I
you
know.
know.
She's
Oh
in
my
London.
God. Then they use our problem describe us.
I'm telling you, they know. It
Instead
is in
they say you are so
Macaulay.
unto Nigeria
Well, I
money.
think
The law does not apply to the rich, which is really sad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
Owecho, you want to say
I,
something?
I
Please go
think
ahead.
that yes, I think that it's only in Nigeria when somebody commits a crime. Instead
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
police to arrest the person, the police are escort the person.
Mm-hmm.
The person will even use escort convoy all the way to the station, go and give statement, come back
Mm-hmm.
home, we come and drink tea, go back again and
Mm-hmm.
write another statement. That is what is obtainable. And then as
Mm-hmm.
they are going, you
Yeah.
see convoy blowing siren, following them, and then they will come back. My brother, my sister, I believe that those kind of treatment that they give to them alone is enough to make them misbehave to go further. But when you go
There's
to
no,
places like
nobody's
America,
holding them
UK,
to it. Nobody.
they
The law,
massage their ego. And I,
the
so yeah, even when they are arrested and they are there, you will see how policemen, even military people guiding their houses,
Let's
they
talk
will still
about
protecting
be
their
something
paying
else
them.
families
before we go to.
The senators that are supposed
because
to,
they know that's where they are.
all those senators
Okay.
that have flouted the laws that they're supposed to be maybe under arrest or whatever, they are still receiving salary while they
Yes.
are serving jail term or
Okay.
whatever they're serving.
Let's just dive into something quickly. Some months ago, we heard that Accountant General of the Federation was arrested by the EFCC for looting about 80 billion naira. And the EFCC later told us that they discovered another 90 billion naira, which was in total sum of 170 billion in total. So now we only heard the issue trend within 1 month, 2 months. Within 1 month, 1 week, 2 weeks, it becomes
Where is
very
it
quiet.
now?
So we, the concerns Nigeria, we are actually here calling on Nigerian government to bring out the accountant general and tell us where about him. Where is he? Dollar, you are back.
It's on bail. It's already
I'm
on
back.
bail. It's already on bail.
I was just talking to work. I am changing. Well, I said I'm changing jobs. I'm still doing the same thing with Leeds City
Okay.
Council. But what to speak to what is it Noche was saying, and what you were saying as well, Faith, is
Yes.
where is the accountant general that has literally accountant general
Accountant
stolen money?
general.
Where are you? You have to give account for it.
The law
You
is
know,
for the
did you
poor,
use
not
it
for
to
the
pay
rich.
ASU, or did you use to buy Land Rover for Niger or Niger
Mm,
Republic? That's
mm.
what we're talking about. We're not asking too much. We're just
We
saying,
are not
okay,
asking too
it's
much.
Nigeria's money or Nigerians' money. What have you done with it?
Yes.
It can't be that. It's not a big ask, really. But what do
Termites
you
have
think?
eaten it. Oh, they have swallowed it.
Snake have
Yeah,
swallowed it.
how can how do you think
This is not
Nigerians will be taken seriously
it's not.
when someone says snake swallowed money?
Hmm.
Uh,
Termites.
to give account the records were burnt. What do you even mean by that? How do you think they'll take you seriously?
Absolutely ridiculous.
How do you think they'll take us seriously? You thought Boris Johnson has had to retire because he was having a party at number
Yes.
10. And I'm not comparing Nigeria to the UK or wherever, but it's accountability.
Mhm.
What did you use the money for? That's
Yeah,
the only question.
last week we were just discussing about the 718.19 million Nigerian government used to contract private security to secure 45-kilometer Abuja Kaduna road. And while we are talking here, Chief Benjamin Owecho mentioned something. He said when this money are recovered, They now take it inside the central bank, give it another name. I think contracting a private security to secure about 45 kilometers on Abuja Kaduna Road is just another name of looting this money. Am I right? Please
Yes,
correct
they
me
give it
wrong.
a
Or
name.
someone
There
can
has to be
correct
a
me.
title.
Yes,
They give it a
there
name.
has to be
They
a
give it a
title
name.
so
Yes.
that the money can be taken. I mean, how
Very
on earth
catchy.
can you ask private security that doesn't have license to purchase
Chief is
arms?
laughing.
It's
Yeah,
laughable. It's laughable. It's laughable because it doesn't make sense. It
it
doesn't
doesn't
make
make sense.
sense. That's why I'm laughing. They have to give it a title. Like,
Yes,
You
and
know,
then
the,
reroute.
the thing
out
is
money.
though, yeah,
Yes,
the thing as
they now
well though,
reroute.
because
Nigeria is not
Yes,
working.
yes.
the
I
thing is
appreciate
this
all of
though.
you so much. Miss Mary Era Mama, please, a one word from you and we're out of this place. So has the rest of them.
Yes, my people, we are all our ears are open, our eyes have seen what we're not supposed to go through. We are going through this hardship because of our poor choices. We made the choice to elect bad leaders. Now that we've woken up, we want to do it right. It's never too late. We want to do it right now. Sensitization, my dear people, sensitization is the biggest thing right now that is trending. We need to change this mad government. We need to change everything. Nigeria is not working for the poor, and only the few rich ones are enjoying Nigeria, not us, the poor masses. So we are now begging, please start your sensitization now. Talk to people why the government has to change. This is my plea.
Yeah.
Everything is
Thank you
wrong.
so much. Dollar, what can you say before we leave the studio?
I don't have anything to say. I think Mama said the law already.
Thank you
It's
so
Thank
much.
you.
just a case of,
Changed it.
you know, yeah, we need to. My background, by the way, Chief. My background is Army, NHS, and all this. You either kneel or you stand, and it's now time for Nigerians to stand.
Yes.
And take
If
the
you don't
power.
stand, yeah,
Power
you don't.
belongs
If
to
you,
to
yeah, power belongs to the people.
us.
You either kneel or you stand.
Mhm.
It's the way it
Yes.
works. Thank you.
Thank you so
That's
much.
what I've got to say.
I appreciate you. Yes, to you, Chief Benjamin Owecho Obe. The last word from you, and we are out of the studio.
Yeah, I just want to let Nigerians know that Nigeria is on life support. It
Oh,
needs a blood transfusion.
is it
Comatose.
life
It needs
support or
blood.
coma?
We
Yes,
are in
it's on
a
life
hot mess.
support. We need blood transfusion. Not only
Exactly
blood
the word I used on
transfusion, we
Saturday.
need a bone marrow transfusion. We need so many other things, and then we need a surgery. So I
We do.
believe that the only surgery we can do is for us to get Nigeria out of coma is to vote wisely and get
Yes.
the right people there. And
Yes.
it can happen. It has happened in Rwanda. You can name so many other countries that it has happened. So I believe that it's doable. So
Thank
just
you.
let us see. We are on life support. The situation is in danger. We are in real danger. And if we go beyond this to give to any of these people again, that means Nigeria will go out of extinction. We are now endangered race. That is my
Thank
own
you
word
so much.
for
I appreciate you. So before we go, let me
thank you.
play a video for us here, and then
Wait, one
we are
second.
done.
Faith, can
Okay.
I just take one sec? Do you know that Nigeria is the only place that there's no impeachment?
Yeah,
When
we
if
said that.
you
I
are
think we
doing
talked
so
about that
badly,
last time.
so badly,
Really?
so badly, you are performing so badly, nobody will impeach you.
No, nobody.
You don't have that law of impeachment.
Really?
Why
No,
I'm
but
is
telling
it
anytime
you
Nigerians say
there?
they want
A
to impeach,
clueless
that you
man
are
for
very
eight
smart.
say
years. Can you imagine? A
Mm,
clueless, completely clueless,
if they say they want
8 years.
to
mm,
impeach anytime, if they say they want to impeach, that means they are looking for money. As soon as they bring money, they will keep
yes,
quiet.
Okay, because
exactly.
everybody is
So
corrupt.
it's a way of getting,
It's
yeah, it's a way
because
of
you can't
extracting
get
money
away
from
with it
people.
anywhere. You generally cannot get.
Okay. I think this one does not have. Okay. So I wanted to play a video for you, but it's like I can't find it here. Let me still check.
Faith, I've got a question for you. How
Please
is
ask.
your campaign going?
I appreciate God. Thank God so much. We are
Don't worry
pushing
about,
it.
don't worry
Our
about
campaign is
God.
going to
God
start in
has done His
October.
own part. What are you doing? How is your campaign going?
Okay, here we are on the GCSDM program, and I know that GCSDM is going to organize a poll in by October so that we come up with a candidate we are going to be campaigning for. As for now, we have not been given that permit to talk about our political issues here. And so we can talk that privately on my WhatsApp while we wait
Okay.
for GCSDM to do their poll in October. And then we'll come up here
Okay.
openly to campaign for our candidate. Thank you so much, Dola.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
let's
Thank you
take
for
this
your
jingle to
consign,
go.
Dola. Thank
Thank
you.
you for your concern.
Thank you very much for your
Eyes
concern.
on Corruption, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN presents Eyes on Corruption, a weekly x-ray of social and political issues. Eyes on Corruption, an expose on issues that bother on corruption-related practices in Nigeria. Eyes on Corruption, informative, educative, and enlightening. Eyes on Corruption, every Thursday, 7 p.m.
Thank you very much. I think at this point, we are going to leave the studio. Please come up here to watch us again next week, the same time. And we will be coming up with different topics as it concerns Nigeria. And I believe one day the cry of an innocent Nigerian will be heard for justice. Thank you, all of you, my guests, for coming up here, and I appreciate you. Please, bye-bye to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.